feels good to get our first win of 2012. It feels good to get the first Pac-12 win for California basketball. It's a week later than we wanted, but nonetheless, sometimes the adversity you face makes the wins a little bit sweeter. So really happy with the way our team bounced back from last weekend. Loved our week of practice. I thought we came out tonight and controlled the tempo of the game, which is what we wanted to do, and got a good win in front of our home crowd.
Questions for Coach?
What differences did you notice from this game and last?
I thought our preparation in terms of as the play was happening and commitment to defense was better. Thought we never let them feel in control of possessions, where I thought we were playing to kind of reactive a little bit defensively last weekend, so that we're a little bit more in control defensively. And I thought there's definitely a commitment by our players to do little things better on the offensive end, things like spacing and ball movement. And I don't think we were perfect, but we see those things. We measure ourselves by that. And I think you saw the fruits of that, particularly in the first half when we knocked down all our shots.
What about, can you talk a little bit about the difficulty that your team has been having in terms of finishing through contact? And but do you think that you did better this game than as opposed to the last few games?
The things that we love are that we still get the ball where we want to get the ball inside, that we're still plus 20 rebounds in our last 3 games. We play physical, but we know that we need to shoot better. We know that we can't shoot 28% in a half. Love that we're giving ourselves opportunities. I think we're adjusting to the way that the game's being called and the way that people are playing us. And now they're scouting reports on people, and we're going to continue to set ourselves up to get good looks, being above the block, using the proper hand, kicking it out when we're doubled. And I have every confidence that we're going to do that, because I don't think people are going to all of a sudden be able to stop Talia and Gray and Hartman and Jen from getting touches, but we're going to finish those better. What I loved is that our ball made 14 assists on 25 baskets. Sherb and Michaela did a great job knocking down shots. Now people are going to look at the stat sheet and say 50% from 3. You got to pick your poison a little bit, and we know that our guards have the ability to knock down shots, so I was happy with that.
Lindsay, can you talk a little bit about your shooting touch today? Is this something special you've been working on, or is it just as it goes?
I think just getting getting up extra shots definitely does help and pay off. But no, I think we just moved the ball well tonight, and that just helped get in the flow. Our posts are playing well, kick it back out and nail it. So yeah, just getting in the gym and then just the flow of the offense helped come.
Can you talk a little bit about the play of your first post here?
Yeah, a couple of things. First, with Sherb, we all know she's a great shooter, and that's not a surprise at all. But I think the last couple of weeks in practice, she's just had a little bit more of a confident look. And I actually said to the assistants in the last 2 days that it feels like everything she's putting up in practice goes in. That's always a good sign. So that she's taking good shots, and it's fun to see. Gray is a warrior. We were talking about, even in the USC game, we did a lot of things wrong. I think our coaching staff left saying, if you're about to go into a battle, you pick this young woman probably ahead of almost anybody. And I think what I really like is that I can look her in the face and be like, "Come on, Gray, you got to pick it up," and she responds really well. And I thought she picked her spots tonight to get a little tougher, to be a little more decisive, to make sure she got a call or finished a play. And that's stuff that you can't really teach. And it's fun to watch when she's like that.
Reshanda, can you talk a little bit about how the last week has been in terms of practice and also your play tonight?
Last week, I felt that we didn't do a good job controlling the tempo of the game. And all through practice, we've been working on it, making sure we run the plays, if not, what am I looking for? Having the team been more disciplined. We've been working on our discipline and controlling the tempo and taking care of the ball. And this previous week during practice, I thought we did a great job, and it rolled over into today's game. So today's game, we really controlled the tempo.
And your own personal play?
We had to step it up. Everybody has a role. One of our roles, it could be like a spark off the bench. Just did my job.
Any other questions?
How is the free rate doing?
She stepped on someone's foot, ankle sprain. It's hard to tell. Ankle sprains hurt like heck. She had a taped and brace, so we're hoping that that initial, pain is there, and then the swelling and stuff, we can manage it tonight, and we'll see. You hate to see kids go down. She was in a little bit of rhythm, but I love that, we just look at the bench and say, next person step up, and you're talking about depth, but we really feel like that's part of who we are, and hopefully she can go on Saturday, and if she can't, we'll be ready with people that are healthy, and she'll be back as soon as possible.
Any last questions?
Just a follow-up question, question in terms of the fouls. At one point in the second half, it was 7-0. They had called 7 fouls on your team, 0 on you guys. Was it something that you gathered your team and said, keep playing through it, or
Trying to bait me into a fine.
No, not at all.
Of
It's
course.
just been an ongoing thing that you talked about in terms
Right.
of your team, not focusing on that, just playing through.